Hello everyone and welcome to Spaceman Creative Studios YouTube channel. This is episode 13 of Spaceman Days. My name's Andy Green. Thanks very much for coming back if you're a subscriber, and welcome if it's your first time. Today I'm going to be doing a short video talking about honing your craft and making sure you're offering the best possible service to your clients. As a small business, and to be honest any business, you should be trying to offer the very best quality work that you can. I see being able to offer services, creative services, photography, illustration, graphic design as a privilege, to be honest, particularly getting paid to do something I love. So therefore I see that as a responsibility to always be honing my craft and making sure I can be the best I can be in any particular aspect of my business. And with that, I want to make sure that all the software that I use, I am the very best that I can be. Most people grow up learning all sorts of different computer software like PowerPoint and Word and Excel. Running a creative business, I have to be able to use all sorts of different software. So I have taught myself Photoshop, Lightroom, iMovie, InDesign, Illustrator, to a lesser extent Keynote. I already know PowerPoint and Word and all that kind of stuff as well. So I'm constantly watching YouTube channels and updating my skills on different techniques. But outside of that, I also want to be able to offer different types of work. I want to be able to offer different styles of work. And recently I've been on Instagram and watching a lot of videos from a guy called the Gal Shir, Thegalshir. And he's an illustrator who uses Procreate. Procreate is a fantastic and powerful tool for illustration, and he uses it on his iPad Pro with an Apple Pencil. Now I don't have an iPad Pro and Apple Pencil yet, so I have been using my iPad Mini 4 and my finger. What I'm going to show you next is actually the first time I've ever used Procreate, and in a few months' time I'm going to do a follow-up video to this to show you how you can constantly be making sure you're at the top of your game and getting better at the things you do. As I say, I think it's a privilege to be able to charge for this kind of thing, so you really are responsible for making sure you are doing the best you can do, and this is what this video is all about. So if you're not out there learning what you should be learning, techniques, software, learning how to use your gear, if you're a photographer, learning how to use your camera, then you're probably not doing the best you can possibly do, so make sure you go out and do that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the first ever illustration that I've done on Procreate in the style of the Gal Shir. I shall put a link to his Instagram below as well, so you can check him out, because he does some fantastic work. So it's not the best bit of illustration I've ever done, but as I say, learning software for the first time and not really having the quite right equipment for it, I don't think it's that bad, so check it out. So here we go, drawing the basic shape of the apple here. As I mentioned earlier, this is my first time, so I'm trying to find brushes and work out how to use the program. I'm also using my finger rather than a stylus. The first mistakes I make here are using the wrong brushes. After I've created the basic shape of the apple, you'll see some slightly strange shading going on with the darks and the lights. That is a difficult thing to make sure you've got the right pencil that you're using or the right brushes. So I get rid of those and add a different one, which I think it looks a lot better, and you can see the shape starting to come out. So I cut out that layer to make it look like a bite out of the apple. I have to say this video was about 35 minutes long, and I've had to cut it down to 1 minute 30, but yeah, it took me 35 minutes or so to work out what brushes and techniques to use just to create this simple illustration. So once the apple is done generally, what I'm trying to do here is create the face. And actually it took me ages to find out how to do a perfect circle, duplicate circles for the eyes, and you'll notice in a minute I also take about 20 goes to make the right shape of the mouth, which is crazy. Anyway, so that's about it. I'll just do the final touches here that you'll see, but thank you very much for watching. If you liked, click like, please subscribe and click that bell, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.